there are electrons and there's a flow that's continuing to go on. And as I said, when you turn that switch on, there's that slight moment where that gap is still happening. So therefore, they're trying to just avoid that. And that's basically what he does now. And he was a very cool guy, and I really learned a lot from him. So moving on, this is something that I researched on my own for my research assessment. And look how aesthetic this is. This is very cool. And it's called an Electrolume. And I know that 3D printers are kind of like old news, not really, but kind of old news. And basically, they improved upon 3D printer, and it's 3D printer for fabrics. So what this does is there are a bunch of nozzles inside this box. And these nozzles, there's very high voltage at the tips. And basically, through that high voltage, it allows you to kind of squirt out some fabric. And usually inside that box, there is some sort of object. Usually it's like a mannequin of some sort, and basically in those nozzles, at the high voltages, they are able to squirt out some fabric. The fabric types they've gotten to work so far are polyester and cotton, silk, and they've also gotten some sort of acrylic to work as well. And basically, it shoots out these fabrics in order to design the design that you've programmed into this 3D printer. And essentially, the very first thing they created was a tank top, and it was just a normal tank top, but it took 14 hours to make. So definitely not the most efficient yet, but they're still working on different types of nozzle shapes, on how many nozzles to put in there, and different types of energy sources they can use in order to make this more efficient. As for the durability, the Electrolume, basically the very first tank top they made, it's been worn multiple times, but it's the type of clothing where if it got caught on something, you probably couldn't wear it anymore. So not the best quality, but they're still working on this and improving this. One of the most interesting things I found on this was that because of this, people are now having ideas of having 3D printer for toilet paper. You know, something like the toothbrush where it can just be implemented to our mundane lives. They want to print out toilet paper every time you go to the bathroom so that we don't have to use the same roll over and over again. So that was very interesting, and that was just something that they could help improve upon our own personal lives as normal people. So finally, just mechanical engineering in general, what it is designing the future, as I mentioned, and that's something I want to do. And I'm not over here trying to cure cancer or trying to, find a key to global warming. But if I did, that would be very cool. But all I want to do is to make something that will have an impact on our lives, on our mundane lives, like that electric toothbrush or a 3D printer for toilet paper. And I hope that throughout this program that I will be able to achieve this, and if not, just be put on the right path in order to achieve this. Thank you.